Hi everyone, just a really short video. If you've heard me talk before, you will know that we're in an ascension process. If you're a light worker, you know that that's going on. We've had huge influxes of light from Sirius. The Lion's Gate opened at the beginning of July, and I got a message on the 11th of July that beings from Sirius were helping the planet to ascend and shining so much light, higher frequency vibration onto the planet to help us, which is incredible. And I've never had any sort of contact, if you like, with cosmic stellar beings before, so that was pretty incredible. And I didn't really understand it because I don't really know much about astrology, not like that. And I looked into it, and it's correct, so that's really amazing. So what happens when we get these massive influxes of light onto the planet, a higher vibration? Basically, the planet is vibrating at a high frequency, so therefore we must too. So that light frequency, it's like a feeling of being sunburnt. It's like being in the sun for too long. You feel the physical effects of it. And although sun's really good for you, light is really good for you, it can be tough. And people have been having headaches, ear pains, throat stuff, joint pain. The exhaustion though for me has just been out of this world. It's been just full on. So that's what happens when the frequency starts to raise. So you literally are taking on board all this light. We're like, if you like, light workers, healers, we're like channels for light. That's what we are. We aren't the healers as such. We are the channels for the healing energy. So we're taking on board all this light, and our physical bodies are like, what is going on? And the exhaustion and the other sort of symptoms you feel are really full on. So Lion's Gate is closing today. So you will feel, I mean, I sat out in the stars last night and you could see the meteorites from the Perseid shower, and they're going to be really strong tonight, really late at night, so I'm going to be out again. Oh, my battery's going to die. Let me go in. So what's happening now is we are starting to, so that light's come in. So sorry, I'm just going to plug in. That light has come in, and now we are alchemizing the light. So we're shifting that darkness. It's starting to integrate, excuse me, we're starting to integrate the light into our physical beings now. And our physical beings are ascending. The vibration is changing. Our cells are changing. Our DNA is changing. We're vibrating at a high frequency. And so what we're doing as light workers is we're alchemizing that light. We're alchemizing the darkness within us, dealing with more shadow stuff again. So anything that hasn't been truly sorted is coming up again. So it's really tough. And not only are we doing this personally, we're doing it collectively for the planet. So all those hideous things that are going on right now, putting aside the virus, but we're dealing with like different consciousness, sort of different programs of consciousness. We're dealing with fear, people's fear, because each time light comes in, more and more people are waking up. So more and more people are going through, seeing the child trafficking, seeing the satanic abuse, seeing the corruption, seeing how we've been lied to, and they are going through a grieving process, and we as energy workers are feeling it. So not only do we have to go through it ourselves, we have to take on board everyone else's stuff, and it's so tough. But that's what we're here for. We signed up for that before we came onto this planet, so deep joy. So you will find yourselves that you're all going through your own shadows. You're all dealing with your own shadows. And if you haven't done it up until now and you've been putting things off and off and off, whether you're in a controlling relationship of any sort, abusive relationships, in jobs that you don't like, not being true to yourself, not speaking your truth, it's all coming out now and you can't avoid it. So, and everyone is having to deal with this stuff. And the people that are really stuck in their density, when another influx of light comes, it's going to wake them up too. So it's really tough at the minute. So if you're feeling super emotional and really exhausted, now is the time for like purging and letting the stuff out. because that light is sort of calming down again. So we're having to sort of deal with the physical stuff. All things always happen on an energetic level first and then a physical level. Like illnesses, they come from the emotional, mental, spiritual, karmic levels, and then they move into the physical body. So if you get stressed about something, you get really, really stressed, it's going to cause physical attributions and symptoms, and you become ill. So we deal with things on an energetic level, on a light level, and then we deal with them on a physical level. So I just want to reiterate as well, please don't have any fear about any of this. It's so important, because fear is what controls you. If you come from your heart, from a loving place, and from your truth, you find your truth in your heart, not your mind. You find your truth in your heart, you don't fear anymore, and it's so absolutely freeing. Honestly, I have no fear about any of this at all, because I know, and I've spoken about this many times, I know that the spiritual war is won. The light has already won, and this is all now playing out in the physical, in the dense energies, in the politics, in like, not the real world, but in the physical dense world. It's all playing out now. So please don't have any fear. Let that go. Please know that the light has already won. Now, it doesn't mean you can lay back and do nothing, unfortunately, because now we're in the nitty-gritty stuff. We're dealing with, do we send our kids back to school? You know, have a look at the legislation in Schedule 21 with on the government websites, and make your own mind up whether you want to send your child back to school, or whether you're going to have to change things and do some homeschooling, get together with like-minded friends. Whether you're going to want to have a vaccination, look really, really, really deep into that. And if you want any help from me, I'm more than happy to sort of push you in the right directions. I can't do it for you. No one can do it for you. Everybody, and this is a massive, massive thing, especially in the spiritual world. People think it's all love and light, and there's a lot of spiritual bypassing. Just focus on the light, it will be okay. Well, yeah, you've always got to focus on the light, but you can't ignore the darkness. You've got to deal with the nitty-gritty. You have to take responsibility for yourself. So I put stuff out there online, and people say, oh, God, there's so much information. Can you show me where it is? Can you find it for me? It's really tiring hearing that. Of course, I don't mind helping you. I want to help people, but take some responsibility for yourself. You've got to, and you've got kids as well. You've really got to take responsibility for yourself and them. So there's loads of information out there, but you know, you're going to have to take some time to research for yourself. You've got to find the truth for yourself. It's got to be your truth, because we all have different perspectives. So I just wanted to say, please don't fear. Things are going to turn out okay. No matter how they turn out, they're going to be okay. But stop the fear. Come out from the head. Turn off your tellies. Turn off the news. It's really important, because you're just being fed lies. So come away from that now, and join some like-minded souls. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to people in communities. You know, I had a client in the other day, and we were chatting, and it was all very sort of superficial chit-chat, which I'm not very good at. I'll do it, but I don't enjoy it. So I sensed something anyway in her, and I think I said to her, do you know about a deeper agenda? Have you heard about child trafficking? Then she started going about Hillary Clinton and September the 9th, her court case. And I was like, yeah! So unless you actually talk, have the courage, take a little bit of a risk to really talk about your truth, because if you offend someone, they're not meant to be in your life, are they, you know? So don't be fearful of any of it. And if not, you've just given that person another validation that they're not nuts, or, you know, another validation that they can open up and talk about things, because there's so many of us out there. It's amazing. So stay strong. What you're feeling right now is really, really normal. Just let it go. If you want to cry, I've had a good cry this morning. If you need to cry, let it out. You are just letting stuff go. And it's really important. It's an amazing time for decluttering your home, getting rid of anything that is no longer necessary in your life, getting rid of anything that doesn't vibe, because the planet and ourselves, the frequencies are changing. They're vibrating at a higher level. You're going to find that you don't necessarily resonate with people or places or jobs or things anymore. So let them go. It's completely fine. It's completely normal. So lots of love to you. And I hope this helps somebody. If it does, like it and share it, because we're just trying to help each other. So enjoy the crazy hot weather. Lots of love. Think about love and the positive stuff. Be responsible, do your research. Don't ignore the nitty gritty, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.